What is good, guys? It is your head coach of the Detroit Blue Flares, and we are here with Week 5 in the DDL League against Dpav, coach of the Motostoke Magmortars. He is currently 3-1 with a pretty good record. He's ranked 3rd. Last week we got fought the guy who was ranked 4th, who was 2-1. So back-to-back one-loss dudes. He is very strong. And this is unfortunate for us. We are currently 0-4 in this league, and it has been a struggle. And we decided to make some changes because unfortunately I seen some familiar faces and an unfamiliar face that I actually kind of liked, and decided let's just go for it. Because before last week I struggled with Ursaluna a lot. I think he's so cool and I want to draft him again and try again with him. He might always come back, I don't know, but I did drop Ursaluna and picked up our old friend Walking Wake because I also noticed that down in A+ tier Torkoal was available. So we also dropped Volcanion and picked up Torkoal. I'm sad. Volcanion's really cool, really strong, but I just used him so poorly. And then our last change in the A+ tier is I dropped Thundurus for Sandy Shocks. I feel like I'm going to live to regret that one. Thundurus is so powerful. I just thought Sandy Shocks works well in the sun as well. He's a cool mon that I never use, Paradox mon. I know he gets a little bit of hate for looking so crazy and weird, but you know, I thought it'd be fun. It gives us an electric type, which we didn't, well, we did have. What am I talking about? It gave us our electric immunity back, is what I meant to say, because we did get rid of the Ursaluna. So I just decided, let's just go for it, you know? So yeah, with that being said, let's go over our opponent's team real quick. He's rocking Greninja, Jumpluff, Hisuian, Typhlosion, Galarian, Moltres, Meloetta, that is a Terra Captain, Great Tusk, Cleavor, oh my god, the fact that Meloetta's Terra Captain is so scary. Gudra, Hisuian, Electros, Amoonguss, and Galarian Slowbro. So, I basically decided this week, we're already down bad, we're 0-4, our chances are fleeting to make the playoffs, which I would love to make in this league. So I just said, fuck it, we're going crazy. And with that being said, we're going with the most standard Walking Wake build we could get. So, starting Walking Wake, 12 HP, 244 special attack, 252 speed, timid nature. That means in the sun I outspeed a non-Scarf Greninja and basically the rest of his team. Flamethrower because it's really good on things like Amoonguss, things like Cleavor can hit decent on. Hits decent on the not Amoonguss. Sorry guys. It's decent on the Gudra. Excuse me, I cannot talk right now. Super effective on the Jumpluff. Hydro Seam because it hits really hard on his team, Draco Meteor because it hits really hard in general, and Dragon Pulse. And yeah, so he's just here to be a big hitter. That's basically his job. Hopefully he doesn't get too dicked on for being kind of predictable. Okay, our next Pokemon is Apollo with the heavy duty boots because we value him coming in safely without taking damage more than the 3 extra turns of Sun. Drought, 168 HP, 88 special attack, 252 special defense, and Calm Nature. Clear Smog, Stealth Rock, Earth Power, and Rapid Spin because we need to spin rocks. I want to give rocks. Clear Smog because I know that he sets up with Meloetta, Calm Mind, Slowbro, can set up Nasty Paw, Moltres. So Clear Smog can help me out a lot here. And Earth Power is for because he does have the Ghost type. He might try and block my spin. So I'm just going to say hello, hi, welcome, here's an Earth Power. Well, with my investment of 88 special attack, I guarantee at minimum do 250, minimum do 50%. That is if he is not especially defensive invested. It does 50 to like 58, so good chance. It also makes it so his eruptions don't hit as hard because in the sun, his eruptions are going to hurt. So I need to lower that. He can still have the special, you can still have the Flamethrower instead. He is a Terra Captain, he can go Terra Fairy, which would be pretty scary. But I really think Meloetta is going to be Terra Fairy or Terra Electric. So we'll see how that goes. The next Pokemon is Majora, the Meowscarada, Protean ability with the Choice Scarf because that means I'm faster than everything on this team guaranteed. Even the Greninja. Flower Trick because it's a hard-hitting move. It's good on some mons. U-turn for the Greninja, hopefully turn 1. U-turn, he might make a play, but maybe not. It might just swap out. So I just click U-turn, go out into my Sandy Shocks, who you're going to see is on the team, and do some shenanigans. Knock off, because just a good move. Knock off some items, get rid of some lefties, get rid of some specs and stuff like that. So yeah, that. And the last move, trick, because I decided trick is a good last move for whatever reason. I can trick his big heavy boys that want to just eat up with the leftovers of the assault vest. I can trick something that is trying to set up on me and force it to swap out and hopefully get a good item in return. But I can just trick that item away too, if anything. You know, having some trick shenanigans is going to be pretty fun this week. And I brought that because I feel like that's something he's not going to expect. It can be a big disruptor. It can mess some things up for him. Next Pokemon is our boy, Charizard, aka Captain of the team. He may not be leading in kills, but he leads from the sideline, getting everyone hyped up. Okay, just like me. He is Blaze with Terra Fairy. He is my Terra Captain. 4 HP, 252 attack, and 252 speed. So when I said I'm throwing shit at the wall, now you're gonna start seeing what I'm throwing. He is Jolly Nature, BellyDrum with the Citrus Berry, because I'm insane. I gotta make sure. I gotta like run a test to make sure that I eat the berry after I BellyDrum, but I'm pretty sure I do. Terra Blast for the Fairy Terra Blast, because that one-shots, if I'm +6, it one-shots that Great Tusk. And Earthquake, because that just goes through a lot of his team. It can one-shot Cleavor, it can one-shot Slowbro, one-shot Typhlosion, one-shot, I was gonna say Electros, but it's Levitate. Goodra, it just does a lot. And then Flame Charge, because I want to get fast. If I can get 1 off, I'll be faster than everything. 2 off if I want to be a little crazy, because Flame Charge still hits hard on this team, obviously. But there's a time where I can one-shot with Flame Charge. I'm probably going to click it just for more speed, because the faster I am, the better. So yeah, that is basically going to be our carry. I need him to survive. I need him to be healthy. I need to play smart. Next is Unga Boonga. Unga Boonga, the Sandy Shocks, holding the Light Clay. Timid, the 252 HP, 252 speed, and 4 special defense. And he is rocking the Electric Terrain, Reflect, Light Screen, and Thunder Wave. Now you're gonna ask, what the fuck is this build? He doesn't have a single attack, and this thing is supposed to be a special attacker. Well, I decided I need to make some crazy moves, alright? Electric Terrain stops me from getting put to sleep. He has Sleep Powder on the Jump Puff, and he loves to click Spore. And if he clicks Spore on my Charizard, I lose. That's basically what happens. I lose. So, basically my idea is hopefully U-turn, Meowscarada out of turn 1. Hopefully he swaps out if he's Greninja. And then I will swap into Unga Boonga and start setting up screens, because they get 8 turns. And then the terrain. Usually I would rock Volt Switch, but there's a high chance that he brings out Great Tusk Connects to try and hurt me a lot. And let me calc this, because I don't believe I've ever calced this. Let me go Great Tusk. I've seen him go Booster Energy, so I'm gonna just go. Let's see. They don't really have a Booster Energy set made, because he doesn't normally go that. Let's try Choice Band for now. Choice Band, Great Tusk, against my Sandy Shocks behind the Reflect. Okay, yeah, Headlong Rush does not kill me. It does 81 to 95 with the Reflect up. So it'll allow me, if he swaps in, I'll get the Reflect. Next turn, I'll take a hit, get the Light Screen, and then after that, I'll get the Electric Trade and die. That's basically what is probably going to happen. At worst, I want both screens up. At worst. So there might be a chance where I don't get the terrain, but we'll decide if it's worth it. I might end up just clicking Reflect and then Terrain, because then I can bring in Charizard, click Fairy move. He's gonna not hit me too hard. Yeah. If I'm Fairy and Headlong Rush, he's not gonna click Headlong Rush right away, because I'm Charizard. So the chance you could click Knockoff, CC, but if I am belly drumming, the knockoff will not matter. So I just eat it up, get set up, and then I'm going to outspeed him. And let's see, +6. I one-shot with the Terra Blast, or I just click Flame Charge if I think he's gonna swap out. But things start dying. Things will start dying. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, basically. So that's his job. Crazy, but that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a little crazy. And last but not least, Diancie with the weakness policy, clear body, 248 HP, 252 special defense, and 8 attack. Sassy nature. The reason why weakness policy is I would really love it to proc, and then I can start doing some crazy stuff with this thing too. It's running Encore in case I can get in on the Meloetta while it's clicking Calm Mind. If it wants to click Calm Mind twice, I Encore it, or I can click Encore. I can preemptively click it, so then he's not going to click Calm Mind on me. And then I just start clicking Diamond Storm to get my defense up. And then Body Press. And I also have Moonblast. If he's Fairy, then I just keep clicking Diamond Storm. This thing is basically, I'm lowering the Meloetta as much as possible, if not killing it. Getting really bulky as I go, because I'll be getting the +2 defenses. I'm not defense invested at all, but with the pluses, if I can get those 50-50s on Diamond Storm, plus some special defensively bulky, this thing will be hard to kill. It makes me want to run Leftovers instead, to be completely honest. But with the weakness policy, if for some reason he clicks Brass Knot, or he hits me with a different mon that's super effective, and I can eat it up, then things are gonna start getting a little hairy for him with this mon. Hopefully, that's the hope. I did some calcing. What really comes in on this thing that wants to come in on this thing? Like Goodra, the Electros could click Giga Drain on me and give me that weakness policy right away. Not a lot of things want to mess with it besides like Goodra with the Flash Cannon, so I need to be careful around the Goodra. I did not rock Earth Power, but I did get the Body Press. So let's just calc this real quick before we head out, guys, to the battle. Let me just look at this Diancie. I do about half Body Press when I have taken no damage. Flash Cannon has a chance to kill me, but behind a light screen it does not. So I'm gonna be trying to play behind screens. If I die before I can if I only get one set of screens up, some of this stuff might not happen, but hopefully I can get screens up and survive, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But with the +2 defense, I almost one-shot this guy. So yeah, that is the plan with this thing. Setting up and doing some stuff. I'm carrying Moonblast as well in case the Great Tusk comes in. Moonblast almost kills this thing. If he takes any damage at all, he'll be as good as dead. And that was against the physically bulky set that I calced on. Yeah, I do 77 to 91, so I have a good chance of killing if he's taking any damage. So yeah, guys, that is the team. Sorry this took a little bit longer. There's a lot to explain because there's a lot of craziness going on. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it made sense. Wish me luck. If I lose, so be it. I brought some wild stuff. I'll learn my lesson. So yeah, guys, let's get right into the battle. What is up, guys? It is your coach of the Detroit Blue Flares, Kaz the Weeb, and it is week 5 in the DDL League, and we have our opponent, Dpav. This is a post commentary if you haven't kind of seen it already with the play button there. Yeah, I think I might have forgot to click the record button, even though I swear I did. I swear. So yeah, we're gonna do a post commentary again. Unfortunately, will be the second one. Hopefully, it doesn't keep messing up. But I really wanted to go over this. I assume you guys seen the team recap, so I'm not gonna do too much explaining with what I brought. But let's just say he brought almost everything I kind of expected. There was 2 mons that I really thought he'd bring. The Jump Pluff, because in the sun it becomes really fast and can start sporing things like Stun Sporing, Sleep Powder, and it gets like a base 700. It's like 700 speed if it's Jolly max speed in the sun, which is overkill. He could have lowered it too, but that's a really fast mon. And he just picked her up last week, so I thought it might have been specifically for me. And he also didn't bring the Amoonguss, who I really thought he'd bring, because Spore is just a very powerful thing. Amoonguss is a really good wall, but I guess not. And yeah, so here's our team, and let's just start going through it. I'll pause when I want to talk about something. So here, the turn 1. So I talked about how I made my Maelskirata Scarfed. That was actually a last minute change because I was like, what's the point of letting it possibly be faster than me? So I kind of thought maybe he won't speed creep me with Scarf because he knows I'm already faster. I thought he might have knew that I use Scarfed a lot because I have my other videos, but I guess not. It is what it is, you know. But yeah, so I was just like, there's no point. Let's just lead with this. I noticed that he leads with Greninja a lot. It is a fast mon. It can click U-turn, turn 1 pretty safely. And yeah, so let's just see how that goes. So I outsped because I got the Scarf. He didn't swap out. He didn't hard swap. I think he might have U-turned himself. We got the one shot. And now the next part of my plan is we bring in Sandy Shocks. And of course he brought in the Great Tusk for the Sandy Shocks because like normal sets is like, what am I supposed to do against a Great Tusk with the Sandy Shocks? Well, I'm not your normal Oonga Boonga Sandy Shock. So we start setting up screens. I did Reflect. He clicked Knockoff. I guess, I mean, obviously he thought I was going to swap out, so he's going to get a free knockoff on something else. But nah, I stay in. I eat that damage. 88, only 14, so now I got the screens up. Earthquake only does 44. Dude, I'm not even defensively invested. I'm just HP, well, defensively, like the defense stat. I do have 8 max HP, max speed. That was not a lot, and I was pretty happy with that. Now we bring in the Torkoal, got the Sun up just in case. Now he got his attack boost, it's kind of scary. He does 47% to me. And then he swaps out. Smart move. He was probably, I'm not sure what he was expecting. Probably the Walking Wake. But nope, there's just a big old Charizard here. And now it's time to enact the next part of the plan, which I talked about in the team review, because it was like all or nothing. I needed to get a win this week really bad. I'm 0-4, had like a -7, -6, I think it was -7 differential. I needed to make plays, and I'm making the plays right here. We got the BellyDrum off, eat the berry, max attack. I don't know why. I looked up how much Citrus heals. It says it heals 30 HP. Maybe that's the in-game way. I'm gonna sound like such a noob for even like talking about this, because I used to calc for 75% because I thought it did healed you 25%, and it does apparently. Like here in this, it brought it to 75, but I seen that it healed 30 in the description because I just looked up how much a citrus berry heal, just to make sure I was calcing right, and it said 30, so I started calcing because that would put me at 60% actually. But apparently that's not how it works in competitive. I don't know if they changed the way it works in an actual competitive match compared to a let's play or like the normal game. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised, let's just say that, because having more HP is always better. He gets the Dragon Claw off, I eat it up, and then he swaps out, and I Terra Fairy after the BellyDrum. One shot the eel, he was never living that. Now if he was speed boosted, I'd be a little scared there for sure. But I was faster, took him out, and now the Metaletta comes, and it Terra Fairies. I hit it, it lives on 1. I don't even know how it lived on 1. He must have been defensively invested. I swear I calced for max HP, max special attack in case he was like the setup set. And I thought I still one-shot, but I did not. So very lucky he didn't click a special move, because that probably would have killed Zard at the range I was at. But now the rain is up. Doesn't really matter for me. I don't need to click Flame Charge anymore. I'm faster than everything. And yeah, so Terra Blast, get the kill. And now he brings in the Goodra. I'm just like, I click Earthquake even though the flying type, because it's like, even if he tries to play around it, it doesn't matter. I outspeed the Moltres, and I get the kill. So there you go, guys. It was a very quick match. It was a bit slower, obviously, in the actual recording, but it is what it is. I hope you guys could still enjoy this really fast match, and so the video is going to be kind of shorter. Maybe that's better in the long run. I don't know. But yeah, guys, I'm really happy. No one expected the Charizard sweep with the BellyDrum. He got 5 kills, and I'm very happy about that. I love Charizard. He's my boy, and I'm glad he was able to put in work. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the match. GG's to Dpav. Obviously, he's still an incredible battler. He only had 1 loss before me, and the only reason I beat him is because I was able to catch him off guard. And just got lucky with everything. I feel like maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit. I built, team building wise, I did really well. Shoutouts to Kyoma and Dr.Stein for looking over my EVs, giving me a couple suggestions for move. They're the ones that, especially Kyoma, he was the one that suggested maybe Electric Terrain, and I was going, let's go, I was thinking of Reflect and Light Screen. But yeah, shout out to them. They helped me feel a little bit more confident with what I'm doing by like just checking my EVs and everything. So yeah, I'm very happy I have those guys, because they've helped me become a little bit better at battling. So GG's to everyone in the league. Shout out to Dpav. And yeah, guys, let's get next week. Let's get another dub.